looks like only one shooter, you've got to assume he knew what he was doing. He had a rifle of some type, and it was obviously a large gauge rifle. And there were people in the field. One staffer was shot out in the field, and he ran with a wound to the dugout. A lot of us dove into the dugout and tried to get as many as we could. But then at that point, there was firing behind us from the security detail, the Capitol Police.
We do know that officers from the Office of Capitol Police, as well as 3 officers that we had on scene, arrived. 2 of our officers engaged in gunfire, return fire.
Steve Scalise is a member of the leadership team. He's the whip, and so he has a security detail. 2 of his detail were shot. One African-American gentleman shot in the leg, and I believe he's the one that brought the shooter down. He ran around for quite a while with a leg wound, returning fire. And then after I got out I was the first out to Steve, and then Brad, another member from Ohio, who's a physician, came out, and we applied pressure on the wound.
The officers, the United States Capitol Police officers who were injured, are in good condition and have not suffered any life-threatening injuries at this point.
Authorities are continuing to investigate the crime, and the assailant has now died from his injuries. We may have our differences, but we do well in times like these to remember that everyone who serves in our nation's capital is here because, above all, they love our country. We can all agree that we are blessed to be Americans, that our children deserve to grow up in a nation of safety and peace, and that we are strongest when we are unified and when we work together for the common good.
This morning is the most sobering a reminder of how thankful we should be for the service of the Capitol Police Force. I was with Senator Paul in the gym, who had been there, and he told me had these 2 Capitol Police officers who were part of Congressman Scalise's detail not been there, it might have been a massacre, because there would have been no one to respond.
The Congressional baseball game is a bipartisan charity event. I know the Senate will embrace that spirit today as we come together in expressing both our concern and our gratitude.